Hello everybody, this is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations again, and I'm just coming on to show how I plot out or divide up my mandalas after I got it painted on here. I'm just taking a ultra fine point Sharpie. I'm just going to do rough outlining. So just follow the outline of the paint. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm going to do every other one. And I move it as I'm doing it to make sure I'm getting it the right angle so it's easier to control the pen. All right, so now I can do the ones that are in between, which means you just come up and do the tops. You can always fatten lines later, and then I'll divide them in half because I'm dividing out the areas by the colors. So everywhere I put a color, a different color, I'm basically outlining it. And this is just the start. In the next video that I put up, which will probably be tomorrow, I will show what I'll do next. And that's going to be the beginning of what Barb Owen calls the frosting. And that's where you can use your paint pens, your gel pens, and that kind of things. I did not use gel pens on the one I made yesterday, but I may try some on this one. This one here, just to see how they work, since I'm going to clear coat these with a spray, UV protectant spray, and not rolling or painting on the finish. And by doing this with the Sharpie, I'm just really forming in my mind where each shape is that I have to fill. And this would be a good point to just go sleep on it. Go to bed for a while. Because once I start with the frosting, it's hard to stop. But I also like having an overnight to think about what kind of doodles I'd like to do. And I can kind of picture this in my brain and come up with interesting ideas, even in my sleep. You know, sometimes they say sleep on it. Sometimes it works out really, really well to do just that. Uh-oh, see, I got a little crazy because I didn't turn it, but it doesn't matter. And this is just a basic outline of the basic shapes. You can divide each of these shapes up into some new shapes if you want to. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I'll have to go get some more of these 12 by 12 canvases. And this is why you want to make sure your paint is totally dry before you pull your Sharpie out to do this. Because if you come in here and you hit any wet paint, it'll ruin your Sharpie. And you don't want to do that. And see, my Sharpie seems to be glopping up, so I'll just make wiggle lines over on my drop paper. If your Sharpie starts acting like it doesn't want to let down, you might want to grab a fresh one. Scott bought me a whole box of these for Christmas. And I was afraid I wouldn't be able to see the difference in those colors, but I'm not having any trouble at all. My light is hitting right on my lenses of my glasses. I might grab another Sharpie out of here. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's easier to keep control of it if you have smaller spaces, but I'm going to make it work. And the fact that this here, it doesn't come all the way up, I'm not worried about that. By the time we get done decorating it, you wouldn't be able to, notice that much. Oh, guys. Cat fight. I don't know why she's spazzing out. Howard is back. Howard. How could you? Yeah. Did he really attack, or did he just kind of scare her?
I was in the bathroom, so I didn't get a good look.
Oh. Howard, things aren't looking good for you. You're getting blamed for stuff. There's no witnesses. The joys of having 6 cats. 6 house cats at that. All right, here we are. Just about around the edge. I keep saying that to encourage myself to finish. Just kind of going on this edge here to lock in the edge. And I can go over these lines with a Posca pen and, make them a little thicker. If I want to. And now on this mandala, I will say that I used my compass and protractor and marked at every 30 degrees. So 30, 60, 90, and 0, I believe is what I marked at. So that's how we came up with this design. This isn't taking nearly as long as painting it did earlier, and I appreciate everybody that watched the whole 2 hours of me filling in all this mandala with the purple. All right. Okay, we're almost there, and I'm going to let you guys go. Give you a look at the whole thing once it's all outlined in black. I won't be touching the design in the background. It's going to remain in the background. Just as what it's meant to do, is be the background for the mandala to lay on top of. And I might do the frosting exercise as a standalone video, not as a live that I kept private while I worked on it, and then released it public later. That's what I'm doing here. So if you are trying to chat with me, this is already, it's like a recorded event that I promised I would do. So I think we got all the way around, didn't we? So now everything is marked out and separated by color sections. And like I said, you can decide to like break these in half in some way, or, you know, maybe come up and go halfway up the leaf here and here. So you'd have 3 sections on that leaf. That's entirely up to you. If you want to add more black lines, feel free to. This is where I stop with it, and then I will come back and I'll do a video on adding all the decorative frosting, icing, and design bits on top. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video.